Mark and Jackie Muller's Taranaki Dairy Farm has a proud family history and a strong focus on team culture. It was this combination that led the Mullers to be awarded the supreme title in the 2015 Taranaki Balanced Farm Environment Awards.
167 hectares with a 35 hectare runoff, 3 k's down the road, milking 550 cows this year at the start, down from 610 years before. Family farm, grandfather moved here in 1914, so 100 years on the farm, it's pretty special for us. My father and his brother took over. They farmed as Muller brothers for 50 odd years. My daughter's on the farm now and we're part of that, but she'll be taking over and carrying on the process.
The Balanced Farm Environment Award wasn't something we'd sort of thought about doing, but we're coming up with 100 years of the farm and just wanted to have a good story out there. You know, there's a lot of bad publicity about farming and it's actually, you know, really positive business to be in. So, yeah, we just thought we'd enter and just see how we're going along with everyone else. We've got a fairly new team. The manager and our 2IC are new this year, and our daughter, who has come on in the lower ranks, she did fill in last year for us and stepped up now. The team's everything, you know, that's how your farm operates, and keeping everyone happy and learning, I think, and progressing is a big thing.
Very good in here. 48. 48 here, those meetings of 2.
You look for people wanting to learn, are passionate about the dairy industry straight off, and people skills really, just, yeah, wanting to talk and learn. Got Sam Merbit, he's from the Manawatu. He was dairy manager of Manawatu in 2014. Then we have Andrew Bueller, who was banking, but he has a farming, brought up on a farm and is returning to the farm. So that's pretty cool. Everyone who comes in brings a fresh idea, and that keeps everything new and exciting.
This is that cash budget we did, you know, sort of looking at that last year's scenario and then sort of planning with less cows this year and things. I've been Mark and Jackie's farm consultant now for several years. So, you know, we're general farm consultancy, plus, you know, we do get into the financials as well, so full business approach. Mark and Jackie's production on the farm historically was around 180,000 milk solids off their 167 effective hectares. I think the best we've done is 304,000. So, and that was in the high payout years, you know, obviously very, very profitable, and that's probably reflected in them winning the Balanced Environmental Awards. But yeah, so with the volatility in the payout and, you know, sort of, you know, 390s and 425s, we've tried to sort of make sure that we're operating at a low cost of production and still focusing on very high, you know, production per cow and, you know, and per hectare, but make sure that cost of production's down. So we're somewhere down around that $3.60 mark, but we're still going to very, very good production. Mark's always been focused on his pasture, brought into a bit more summer cropping perhaps, because the area is summer dry. And then the new grassing part of it as well, the new pastures obviously yielding high dry matters and also better quality. We do lease a runoff that's been part of the operation. Sort of looked at whether we keep that or, you know, sort of say no, we don't need it anymore, but it is an integral part of the system, and it would mean, you know, selling off capital cows and things when they're low value and stuff. So yeah, so it is an important part of the business as well. Really focusing on homegrown feed though, you know, and that's keeping the cost of production down. If somebody is looking at Mark and Jackie's business and, you know, wanted to replicate it and sort of their strengths, I think it's, yeah, keep focused on your pasture. That's, you know, it's number one in New Zealand dairy farming. It's not just dry matter yield, but it's also dry matter quality, or, you know, ME per kg of dry matter. Yeah, you know, sort of focus on your fertility and, you know, also, you know, once again, you know, from the Balance Awards, also, you know, be aware of your environment and long-term sustainability.
He's changed our whole farming system from going from a probably all grass system to cropping and a bit of feed inputs. And just the grass aspect of it, he's changed us from the good old blooming 50-year-old pastures to now all the new varieties, and production's increased just because we're utilising the grass a lot better than what we used to. We've had to change. We're chasing production, you know. We were told to increase production 3% every year, and so we were doing that, and then we've cut our costs and our supplements have dropped back, and I'd say our production's dropped, but profit's still there, and I guess in the end that's what we're here for, is to make some money. Philosophies have changed around the way we're farming for now, for sure. You know, we're more conscious of the environment, and the way farmers are perceived has changed. We have been getting some rough reviews in that, and I guess there is some people out there like that, but 99% of the time the farmers are pretty on to the environment, and they want to keep the farms and everything ticking along so that the next person comes along and it's still there for them.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.